It is the wee hours of the morning here in Canada. We've been playing Elsa Bloodstone all night. In fact, the title of my Twitch stream was Playing Elsa Bloodstone Until I Black Out. And I came this close to blacking out. I'm like, hey, I gotta save some energy for the video, so here I am. So let's talk about Elsa. So first of all, right off the bat, is she good? I think she's good. I think there's some mixed reviews going on right now. I mean, it is only the first night, let's be honest, but I like her. I think it's good. I think the card's good. I think it works well. I think it's a nice balance between legit and not broken, the way like Loki was. Like Loki is definitely I should say, better for sure on release, but also still solid. Like it still feels good. Like the combinations work. I love this like Phil centric gameplay. It's a whole different like style, like not really an archetype, but the way you play is totally different. And I like that. It's bringing something new to the game that I'm really fond of, but it's also exposing a couple things. Like I'm going to show you, okay, first of all, the way this video is going to work, I'm going to showcase 4 decks. So I'm going to do kind of like a discussion about Elsa. I'm going to showcase a deck, do some gameplay, new deck gameplay. We're going to do it like that way, which is kind of fun. But anyways, Elsa specifically is exposing a couple things. Now, first of all, the actual language of this game. Now, when you look at something like Mysterio, right? Mysterio plays illusions onto locations. Very important. Any card that's being played can benefit from Elsa Bloodstone. Conversely, something like a Shauna, I can confirm, does not work. So if you have Shauna, which is right here, Shauna adds a card to the location. It doesn't play a card to the location. That means that unfortunately, the cards that drop for Shauna do not get the +3 buff from Bloodstone. Similarly, if you play something like the Squirrels from Squirrel Girl, who is right here, the Squirrels do not get the buff, but Squirrel Girl, if played into a location, will if it's the final card. So that is really important that you understand, okay? Now, in terms of the first deck I want to experiment with, I got 4 decks today. The first deck is Bloody Bounce, and I wanted to experiment with the idea of like, okay, if we have Hitmonkey, right, and we're able to kind of make some bounce value, is it worth it with Elsa Bloodstone? Because like, if you play Beast on top of a Elsa Bloodstone lane, the Beast is going to get the +3, bounce everything back, but it's also running key cards like Kitty Pryde, Angela. Yes, Kitty Pryde is really good with Elsa Bloodstone, but Mysterio is a key winner. When you have Mysterio winning, Bishop's a key winner. And then when you have Mysterio Bishop, Hitmonkey is a winner. And we do have the Mobius to prevent the wave style play. Ultimately, this deck felt really good. It kind of feels bad that you have to include Chavez, but Chavez is kind of required. Because if you do get waved and don't draw Mobius, it's a play on turn 9 or 6. Right. Flipping the numbers around in my head. But anyways, this deck worked really well, so let's cut to a gameplay example. We got Bass Mysterio here. Let's go. Okay, this is good. It's a great start. Oh my God.
Absokihet favorite Snap streamer. Always love to watch your streams and YouTube videos. Smiley face.
Oh, Parfait, thank you so much. I needed that in that moment. I needed some positivity. I cannot believe what just happened. I literally can't believe it. Kitty with Elsa Bloodstone gets discarded. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just remarkable. Remarkably sad gameplay. We do get Mobius down. But it's not great here. Okay, Jeff Varuni's good. Jeff gives us something here. Gives us hope. That was so tragic. I cannot believe we had Bast, Angela, Kitty Pryde, Mysterio. Like that is like you would pay to win for that opening hand. And Sokovia discards Kitty Pryde with Elsa Bloodstone ready to go. Unbelievable. Like that is so emotionally damaging. And they got my Elsa, of course. They got my Bast too. They got my Mysterio. So they have my combo, right? Gotta drop it. So they get it Bastard Angela. I got that too, actually. Sentinel. Not quite enough. They're not generating quite enough value here. Is Elsa Bloodstone going to make some magic happen here or what? So we have to finish it with the Mysterios here. There's a buffed Mysterio. Pretty big. Give Angela some love too. Then we got that Mysterio as well. We're up by quite a bit. Ironically, we do trade left by 1. They just have to play something here that we lose it. But we lose to Shang-Chi mid. He already swapped his hand. Top Sec Double Dinosaur won't do it. Can he win? I mean, he does get plus... He gets +3 here. He's gone. All right, they leave. I think they could have reached in this location. If they played something to generate value for a collector with the +3, I think they could have won here. But ultimately, we get the win. Hitmonkey Mysterio puts up the points. All right, so the next deck we're going to talk about here is Blood Flood, and the idea here is to just flood the board. You're running Dazzler, you're running Mysterio, Squirrel Girl, Kazar, Blue Marvel. It's a very, very aggressive kind of a low-cost deck, right? The idea here is you want to get Kazar, Blue Marvel out, and then you want to kind of zoo out as aggressively as you can on turn 6. Dazzler hopefully on the board, but the Mysterios help. Basting Mysterios is absolutely fantastic because they basically become 6s. You have to play Mysterio last. You got to make sure that Mysterio's the card that ultimately fills. But if it is, it's a 6 with the Bass. So it's actually crazy across the board. Like, it's literally better than Doom at 2 cost with Elsa Bloodstone. I really liked how this deck played. I think there's like some modifications that could be made to make it better. That's the thing, right? Still day 1. But I liked functionally how this deck worked. So check out this gameplay highlight and give it a shot on your own. I think it's a lot of fun. Okay, I think we Razzle Dazzle here. We Nightcrawler move. The play pattern's bizarre. I think it's Kazar here. Okay. Play it here. No. Squirrel, because they occupy the space still. Play it here. This is correct. We snap. This should proc Mysterio twice into these locations. Because they occupy the space face down. Okay, it's a good play with the multiple man. Still just a 3, but... Okay. We only draw 1 card here, so we're going to fill the locations. Dazzler's going to... This is great. And let's see the procs on the... Yeah, so there's 1. Mysterio 6. 6, but this one should not get it. It doesn't get it. Okay, good. So the order of events there made a huge difference. We have no cards in our hand. And they have... Oh, we top deck our Blue Marvel. Oh, we can't play it. We do this. We do this. All's fair. And they retreat. Okay. But that's a pretty good example of how this deck works. And how Elsa works, right? And now let's talk about Bloody Smove. And I actually really like this deck. I think it's pretty cool. And I mean, come on, let's be honest. You get a really good meta-based deck, and you add a pretty damn good Season Pass card, and surprise, the deck is still good. This one was a little more awkward to play than some of the other ones, because the play patterns were a little more unique. It takes a little more getting used to. But I will say there is a couple standout cards here that really showcase how good Elsa is with those particular pieces. One, yes, of course, you got Kitty Pryde, Nightcrawler, that's standard stock. Kraven was a little more awkward, because you don't want to play Kraven and Elsa on the same location, because you want to move things out of the Elsa location, so Kraven should be like on the other side, or one of the other sides. But Jeff's great with Elsa. Silk's a little awkward, because like it doesn't quite, but if you play the Silk onto it to close the location, then you can't really move the Silk, right? So that's kind of the challenge you have. But Hulkbuster's awesome. Hulkbuster will actually get the buff then merge, which is awesome, because then like you can just play on top of it next and get the buff again, which is awesome. I like that. One might say it's awesome. And we have Spider-Man, which is great because you play Spider-Man on top of Elsa, get the buff, then move out. Arrow is just Arrow in this deck. Because when you play Kitty Pryde, you don't want to play like Magneto. You want to play like Arrow or Vision. Vision's great. You play Vision onto the Elsa Bloodstone, move him out. He's huge. I gotta tell you, the deck felt good. And like the standouts though were Hulkbuster and Vision for sure here. Spider-Man too. But Hulkbuster Vision felt super good. And I think there's going to be more experimentation in the future with these two cards. The Elsa synergy is just fantastic. And you're going to see it in this gameplay highlight. So let's test this Hulkbuster interaction. Now the Shuri interaction is kind of important too, but... So you Kitty Hulkbuster. So Hulkbuster should get the plus and then merge. Yes. Hits Elsa, which is fine. But now we get to play into it again, right? Which is key. Let's test this now. This is a great game for testing stuff. Shuri, Kitty Pryde. Vision's better here, but let's just do it. They snapped in the wave, Kitty, which is fine. So it's the +3, then the... So it's double, then +3. Okay. Understood. Double, then +3. We did the science. Doomers! Yeah, we lose. Well, we did the science. We took a 4-cube hit for it. But I'm sure somebody wanted to know how those interactions worked. We did the science! We're Bloodstone Gaming. This gamer already bought the Magic Pack. What a great choice. Think about Kraven here. Because then on the next turn, we can play something, move, get the Morales cheap. Okay, Bishop's actually a good play there. Okay, this is good. Because we play Vision next. We always play Vision next. Let's do this. Oh, actually, no. Bifrost is going to automatically move for Morales, but it doesn't matter. Okay, that's a pretty big Elsa Bloodstone. There's Kazar. Now, we are zooming into Sewer System, which I'm not a fan of. But I think Vision's huge here, because Vision just wins on the other side. My initial impressions are, I think this card's good. I think it's good. I think it's interesting. Having like Galactus flashbacks right now.
I am Iron Man.
Do we Spider-Man that? Not playing the Morales feels bad. I think they give mid. This is kind of dumb, but let's go for it.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, the move happened before. I'm such a moron. I made mistakes. Oh, it was Mysterio. Lol? Oh my god. Oh, squirrels! Almost! An Elsa mirror match. That's kind of fun. That's a fun win. This next deck is called Blood Glennystone, and you might guess it is based off of the deck that Glenn, the principal game designer at Second Dinner, designed using Wasp, Yellow Jacket, Jane Foster, and Thor. It was a pretty cool list, and you know what? It works really cool here. Why? Because Elsa Bloodstone, you got this immense ability to zoo out with Mysterio, Hitmonkey, Bishop, and all the rest. And when you play Jane Foster and you pull all these zeros, It's just a ton of cards coming down to buff up the Hitmonkey, and you can play them in an order that you buff them up with the Elsa Bloodstone. So the deck actually performed really well. In fact, it's one of the craziest highlights of the night. It's like I was basically passing out, and I'm like, you know what, we're playing it, and I'm like, am I gonna actually outpace like a Shuri list and just pure power? Well, you gotta find out somehow. So check out this clip. I think you always snap Elysium, Mobius. I have fun teaching. I gotta tell you, being a teacher is a really rewarding career. It is. It's really rewarding. Oh, that is horrible for us. That is so bad. I basically just gotta play here and let them move. That is so brutal. Okay, Tempo Hulkbuster. Just straight up expected. Okay. Scree Web's annoying. So 1 cost. The Shuri sucks. Makes things hard for us. Okay, Elsa Bloodstone giving us some value here. We're going to want to take advantage of the Mysterio, of course. We can't really... If that got pulled, it would have been much nicer, but... Okay, so I haven't done the math here, but let's do this. For... This. Does Hitmonkey even beat... Let's just go. We also get the +2 from Red Skull. I just don't want to do the math right now. Did they actually just play there? There's the Mysterio. Getting that Elsa Bloodstone action. There's the Hitmonkey. 38. There's the Taskmaster. We expect that. What's this? Oh! And the Great Web says hello. Got him. Look at that. I mean, that is something. Look at that. That was a hell of a turn. Yeah, good game. That was a hell of a turn.